Hello everyone. In previous part we had learned keywords, variable, constant, different types of a constant. Now in this part we will learn data types, different operators used in a C programming language. First we will start with the data types. Actually there are the main two types, primary and derived data types. Okay, and primary means the built-in data types. In this we are using the integer, floating, character. Sometimes there may be a void data type. Void means the empty data type. Okay, and in derived data types there are the different structures as an array, pointer, structured, union. These are the derived data type, or you can say the structured data type. Okay, derived data type or structured data type means this data type is derived from this primary data type. Means array means what? Collection of one of these data types. Then pointers means structure. Structure means the collection of different data types. This collection of different primary data types means the structure. So, okay, there is a main type is character is also. So, for this require the memory. Okay, to store this single character. So when we are storing the character, you require just 1 byte. When you are storing the integer, require the 2 bytes of memory. When we are storing the floating data types, we require the 4 bytes of memory. See, for the integer require the 2 bytes of memory. See, I'll take 10. See, for the integer require the 2 bytes of memory. For floating requires the 4 bytes of memory, and character requires the 1 byte of memory to store. Okay. When we are using the floating data type, suppose if you want to store the pi value, suppose we are calculating the area of circle and in that pi value is 3.14. So to store this value 3.14 because it's storing the decimal points and the value after decimal also. So it requires the 4 bytes of memory. And for the character example is means suppose when you are using the single A, okay, small a. So at that time we are using the see, A means require the, for to declare this A, we are using the %C. Okay, format specifier to declare the character is %C. Format specifier to declare the floating number is %F. We are declaring the float number, and when we are reading the float number, we are using the %F. And to identify the integer number, we are using the format specifier as a %D. Okay, %D, %C, and %F. We are using this different format specifier. Okay, and these are the derived data types. We will see this array. Array means what? Collection of similar data types. So you can store the different element inside the single array. So here is the different spaces. So you can store the 4 integer number or 5 integer number or 5 float number. In pointers, you can store the address of another variable. So pointer is another data type. Then structure. Structure is a collection of these all data types. You can store the integer, floating point number, character, strings in a single structure. Okay, union is also same as a structure. So we will see all these array pointer structure union as a separate chapter in C programming language. Now see the operators in the C. Operators means what? What is mean by operators and what is mean by operands? When we are using the operators and when we are using the operands. Okay, see, C is a very rich in built-in operators. In fact, it places the more significance on operators that do most other computer language. Okay, when we are writing the A plus B. A plus B means what? In that expression A and B are the operand and plus is your operator. Okay, and so here is a different categories of operator actually. See, some are the unary operators, means it can be applied on only one operand. Binary operators, it can be applied on two operands, and ternary operators means it can be applied on three operands. Okay, actually there are the main three types: unary, binary, and ternary operator. Okay, and we can categorize the operator based on the nature of operand. So here is the first one is the arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operators means addition, subtraction. Means suppose you are trying to add two numbers at a time. If you want to use the plus of plus, then you can use the A plus B. Okay, in programming language also. So we are using this mathematical operation, arithmetic operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo. We are using these different operators under the arithmetic operator. Modulo, this last percentage, it is not a percentage sign. It is a mod or remainder operator. Okay, it will give the remainder after the division, or you can say the modulo division. Okay, it is applicable to integer type of data only. Okay, it is applicable to the integer type of data, means it is not considering the decimal values. And then after this, and the next is relational operator. Okay, next one is relational operator. So in the relational operator also there is a different relational operator: less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to, then equals to, not equals to. These are the relational operators. And the logical operators also. Logical means if the two conditions are the true, then only it will proceed. See, here is the arithmetic operator. See, we are using this addition to add the two values, two variables, 4 plus 2. So you will get the result. Similarly, subtraction is here, multiplication, division, modulus. Okay, here is a modulus operator. We are using this 5 by 2. 5 mod 2 means when we are dividing the dividing 5 by 2, at that time we will get this remainder. Okay. Then here is a relational operator. Relational operator means here we are using this operator, this less than or less than equals to. Okay, see, so we can represent this less than equals to as x less than equals to 1. Means what? X is less than or equals to 1. There is a description of this. Greater than, x greater than 1, x is greater than y, or greater than equals or equals to. This is a comparison operator. See, single equals to is a different and double equals to is different. Double equals to means a comparison. X is equals to 1. We are checking the condition. If it is true, then it will return the 1. If it is false, it will return 0. And here is a not equals to. If this is not equals to this, then okay, this is about the relational operator. After that, logical operator. Logical operator means what? See, we have already learned this in the mathematics in the 12th. Okay. Logical operator means if the two conditions, if either this, see, means here is a three, actually we are using the three cases, and or no. If the first condition is also true and second is also true, means both are the true. Two are the separate conditions. If first is true and the second is true, if you trying to use this condition in your program, at that time we will use the AND operator, logical AND operator. Next one is the OR operator. This operator returns the Boolean value true. Okay, it will return the Boolean value true. If either or both the operand is true, and it returns the false, otherwise false. When it will return the false if either of the condition. Okay, first or second is a true, then it will return the. Okay, in the AND condition, both condition must be true, but in OR condition, either of the condition is true, then it will return. Okay, no. This operator negates the value of the condition. Not means that it will reverse the condition. If the value of the condition is a false, then it gives the result true. If the value of the condition is a true, then it will give the result false. Okay. See. And also we are using the operators like increment operator, decrement operator. Mostly we are using this in loops. Okay. Loop means what? See, we will see this loop type of loops in the next chapter. Okay, plus plus or minus minus means 2 times plus or 2 times minus means what? You can increment or decrement the value with the help of single variable. Okay, a plus plus. A plus plus means what? Here we are incrementing the value of a by 1. So you can write this as a equals to a plus 1, or you can write the b equals to b plus 1. A minus minus, see here is after, see, after A there is a plus plus, and here before A the sign plus. So you can increment. There is again two types, pre-increment and post-increment. What is the difference between the pre-increment and post-increment? When you are using the A plus plus, A plus plus means suppose you have given the A value is 5. Okay, when you have given the A value is 5 and you are writing it, if you are trying to print A plus plus, then it will print A plus plus. So it will print only the value 5. See, plus plus meaning is it will increment the value by 1. But when you are using the post increment, at that time it will print this 5 as it is. And in a memory, it will increment the value and it will be the 6. Okay, it will be the 6. And when you are using the plus plus a, at that time, it will first increment this value. It will first increment the value and then it will give you the answer 6 directly in a output. This is the difference between this. Okay, means when we are using the a plus plus, it will first print the current value and in the memory it will increment the value by 1. But when you are using the plus plus a, at that time, it will first increment the value and update this value in a and it will print the a's value. Similarly for the decrement. So after this, here is a bitwise operator. Bitwise operator, here are the we are using this different bitwise operators. Let's assume the x and y are the two variables. Okay, see, so all the data is taken from the different websites. You can just refer for this example. You will get the n number of example, n number of operators example on the Google also. So operator and operator x and y to perform the bitwise and operation. These all are the related with the bitwise operator or bitwise y. To perform the bitwise NOT operation. To perform a bitwise XOR operation. This sign is used for to perform the bitwise left shift operator. This sign is used for to perform a bitwise right shift operation. These are the different bitwise operators. After this, here is some assignment over you can see the shorthand operators. So you can write this operator in this way equals to sign. You can write the x equals to 1. Then plus equals to. Plus equals to means what? X plus equals to 1. You can write in the form x plus equals to 1. What is the actually meaning of this? See, actually meaning of this is x equals to x plus 1. But in short, you can write like this minus equals to. Minus equals to means x equals to x minus y. When you are trying to write the x equals to x minus y, you can write it in a short as x minus equals to y. Or multiplication equals to, you can write the x equals to x into y in this way. Similarly, here division equals to modulo equals to. You can write this expression x equals to x divided by y as a x divided equals to y. These are known as a shorthand operators. We are using this shorthand operators in a C programming language. Okay, so after this we will see the next operator is conditional operator, or you can say the ternary operator. We are using this in a C programming language. Ternary operators means actually what? Conditional operator is a ternary operator in a C language. Okay, conditional operator is ternary operator. An expression that makes use of the conditional operator. This expression this expression is using the conditional operator. Conditional operator is called as a conditional expression, and such an expression can be written in the place of the more traditional if-else statement. See, it looks like a if-else statement. Means, see this expression x less than y. If this condition true, if it is true, x is less than y, it will return the true. So it will return the first part of our ternary operator. And if it is a false, it will return the second part of our expression. Means really, if the x is less than y, then it will give the answer true. Otherwise, it will give the answer false. Then next operator is other operator. We are using some other operator also means we are using the size of operator, we are using the reference operator, we are using the pointer member operator. So these are the some other operators. We'll see size of. Size of operator actually we are using this as operator, but it looks like a function. Size of is not a function, but it looks like a function. We are using this to calculate the size of x. Okay, size of x means here this will return you, this operator will return you how much of memory used to store the variable x. Okay, address of x, it returns the address of variable, so it is known as address of operator. And the star x, okay, star x, or you can say the asterisk x, it is pointer to the variable, so it is known as the address, ampersand sign is the address of operator, and this is the value at address operator. We are using it in a pointer. These are the different types of operators used in a C programming language. Thank you. In this part, we have learned the different types of data types and the operators used in a C programming language. Thank you very much.